Hi, my name is Brayton Dorr, and this is my Module 2 discussion post. So, my first reaction video was, wow, that's a really long video. But after watching it, it was a very informational video. It was very dense as well, which is something I'm able to grasp slightly better. I'm very much so someone that wants to have to walk through the thick forest rather than stroll on the beach. So having something actually digest was nice. So the reaction to the first two questions. So the scenario of there's a train car and it's either going to kill 5 people or kill the one person. Now, biblically speaking, murder is the intentional act of taking another's life. This is an accident, so you would be killing someone. It would not be murder. A lot of things would play into that. Are the 5 people laying on the train tracks rapists and murderers and sex offenders? Are these the worst people that the enemy has to offer? Or are they everyday people like you and me? And the same would go for the one person. It comes down to the death penalty being just. If you take a life, your life is then to be given for that in murder. So if any of these people had done any of those things where they effectively took another person's life, that would be my go-to. Other than that, I would do my best to the effect of offering my own life, if able, to make sure none of them died. That not being an option, I would have to choose. Is that one person providing for his wife and his sister-in-law and his mother-in-law and his 5 kids and his 3 nieces and nephews, and is he the sole provider for a large family, and are the other people, life is life, and it's all immensely valuable. Having to pick, I would choose neither. For the sake of the assignment, I would say the one. Pushing the fat man off the bridge, no, that is murder. And if I was to do that, then I deserve to be the one on the train tracks. For the second scenario, you have 5 people who are in need of transplants, and you have one person that is healthy but unconscious. One of my favorite movies of all time is going to be 7 Pounds, starring Will Smith. The preface of the movie is spoilers ahead, so skip probably a minute and a half in the future. Will Smith gets in a car accident in his 1976 Corvette, killing himself, his wife, unborn child, and then a family of people. Will Smith then puts in place and starts donating parts of his body to save those around him, and what he ends up doing is he finds a woman with her 2 kids who are being severely beaten. He gives them all of his earthly possessions, all the clothes. He signs his house to them, his car to them, so they can live a life where the person abusing him will never find them. He meets a blind meat salesman, played by Woody Harrelson, who loves to play the piano, but he can't see. He calls him the worst obscenities possible, trying to enrage him, and never once did Woody Harrelson say anything angry. So he gave him his eyes. He then fell in love with a woman who was in desperate need of a heart. So he fell in love with this woman, and then he goes into a bathroom and commits suicide with a jellyfish, effectively changing the lives of 5 people while also taking his own life. If I was the person in the bed and the people that needed things for my family, I would do everything in my power to be allowed to save them. However, that's not something that really happens. So when you look at it through the doctor's perspective, it would be, no, you have to leave the healthy man alone. It's the right thing to do. Yeah, there's not really much of a choice there. The people on the transplant list will get what they need, and from there, it's in God's hands, and there's no modern medicine that controls any of that. Thank you very much.